Hey guys, what's up? This is Josh. It's my weekly update with my aquaponics slash hydroponics setup. I got a 75-gallon tank outside that I just got off Craigslist, along with some 12 African cichlids that I'm trying to find a nice home for. I don't really know how to raise cichlids. It might be easy, it might not be, but all I know is that I just really need fish to produce waste, and goldfish are pretty cheap and inexpensive, and my system isn't very mature yet, so I hope they survive. As of right now, they are being very nice to my goldfish. My goldfish are still alive. I know they can be aggressive. They can be, but there's some small ones, and then there's one bigger one. That one's kind of a smaller one. That's one of the cichlids, and then they're hiding mainly in this tank. There's a little guy. So they're pretty cool, actually. Cichlids are cool. It's just I think they prefer a higher pH, like 8.0, and my plants prefer more of 7 to 6, even 5 if fish can survive in that. More acidic would be better. So trying to find a good home for them so that they can enjoy water that is better for them. Now, here are my radishes. Down here they are growing very well. Then I have some squash there. There's a squash plant in the back there. And I have some lettuce that hasn't really gone too far just yet. It's kind of slower than the rest of it. And then I got a broccoli plant. And a couple of my leeks have come up. You can't see them very well. And then I have tomatoes here that I need to thin out. And I plan on putting those into window units. And I'm making window units out of these containers that I got from Home Depot for the tomatoes. There's only 5 chambers for this one, so I can make larger ones, and I got the container that I didn't have to spray paint, so I didn't have to go through all that work. So those I'll be placing up on my windowsill back here, so they can also get some of the light from this as well, and I won't be wasting any light then. So then I got some radishes back here. My broccoli is, doing really well, so I need to move that to different containers eventually. My 75-gallon tank is a long tank, so it's going to take up this whole length here. And I'm going to build a shelf for it along with a grow table to pump the water up to. It'll be custom built with wood, and I'm going to use pond liner to line it so that it doesn't leak. And then I'll have it be pretty tall, hopefully 8 feet tall, so the lights can, hang down quite a bit and things can grow a lot. So I saw from Happy Game Show, he got some of this liquid seaweed. I tried using that, and I guess it works well. I haven't really noticed too much difference. I sprayed it on everything just a little bit in here, and my fish weren't affected by it at all, and the plants seem to have liked it, so I might spray some more on here to give it some more iron. And that is all for the aquaponics setup. I only had 2 goldfish left out of my 12, and I put 6 cichlids in this tank yesterday with them. So hopefully they'll survive long enough for my Craigslist ad to stay up so somebody will take the fish. So hopefully. I'd rather them not die. Alright. Hold on, I'll be right there. And now to the hydroponics setup. Here is my green bean plants, and they have just taken off. They keep trying to grow into the lights. I keep having to cut leaves off because they get burned. And to give you an example of how it all looks, there is a couple green beans that are growing. Woohoo! It's working. And I've got more coming in on these flowers. I mean, there are flowers everywhere. Those are all going to be flowers. And I think there's a green bean right there as well. I mean, it's coming in really strong, and it's huge. I mean, if you see this in comparison to this wire rack shelf, I mean, it's taking up a ton of space, and there's only 5 chambers in this hydro unit, so I'm going to have to cut it back eventually, and I'm probably going to raise this shelf so that I can put all this on the bottom shelf and maybe have a larger area for my lights to hang down. And now I got some tomatoes here that are growing pretty well, and then some more tomatoes, and I got a strawberry plant coming up here, lettuce that I need to harvest again. I mean, I just harvested this lettuce last week, and I need to cut it out again and eat it. So there's squash back there that's going pretty strong. This is all bunched up, and I just need to cut the lettuce back so stuff can grow better. And I made a few more containers and a new grow shelf and everything, which is right here. This thing is freaking huge. These are 10-gallon totes here, and each one of these I'm going to have 3 chambers in each one. And I made this out of 1x4 wood and 2x4s. And I guess it's just, I made it the length of this wall so that I still have room to get to everything. And it's 8 feet tall, almost to the ceiling. My ceilings are 9-foot ceilings. So if I decide to take this out of this room, I'm going to have to unscrew. I can unscrew everything because I drilled holes for most of it. I can unscrew it and take it out in pieces. So, but it's also drilled and screwed into the studs in the wall too to keep it from shaking or coming out. And it's very, I mean, it's sturdy. It's not, I'm trying to shake it and it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to hang lights from up here. I got a 2x4 up there that I'm going to screw some rings in, some eye hooks, and then hang lights down and hang them down pretty far. I mean, this is going to allow me to drop down some lines and use some plant clips, and really sort of like, you know, with the tomato plants, I can wrap them around this piece right here and just keep wrapping it and wrapping it and wrap it to go all the way up, and I could have some crazy vines coming down from here and just use some string to tie the plants up to keep them supported. So that's my plan, and hopefully it works. And so far everything has been working well, so I still have a lot more work to do. I'm going to put some 5-gallon buckets down here that'll hold some stuff, some of my bigger plants like maybe broccoli or something, and then maybe a 5-gallon bucket down here where that tote is. I mean, this is just my computer room where I have like all of my, you know, work stuff, and you know, where I don't know, I don't need this room for anything else except for this, just small desk, so I'm filling it with hydro stuff. So it is going to be quite an adventure here. So hopefully this all works out. I will post up another video in a week, and hope you guys like it. I'll see you next week.